just doesn't get old. Welcome back to Let's Try MegaMari. I'm starting today in high hopes, and by the end of today I'm going to hate everything. We've downed the original 8 bosses, which leaves us only with Patchoulie's castle. Patchouli Knowledge, mistress of the library. Now's my chance. I'll grab everything and run. Ah, Marissa. Now, the 8 stages up until now have largely been a warm-up. In fact, just playing ahead a little bit, I kind of wanted to see what I was in for. I was about to throw in the towel. We'll see how far I get. This is still a Let's Try for a reason, because I don't know how far I'll get. But, we'll see. Of note, 2 things of note. For one, once you enter Patchouli's castle, you have to do the entire thing in one sitting. When you beat a stage, you do not get a password to continue where you left off. It works exactly like Mega Man 2 in that regard. If you game over, you do start at the beginning of that stage. But that also means that it takes a lot of effort to get me through one of these stages, and I get to do all of this in one go. Gonna be a good time. Of note number 2, I mentioned that Yuyuko's weapon, I actually very much preferred Marissa's Yuyuko weapon, and I was beginning to think that perhaps Alice's Cyrano weapon would also be better. So, as warm-up for having to go through the entirety of Patchouli's castle in one sitting, I re-beat all 8 original bosses in one sitting, and got the other weapons for Cyrano and Yuyuko. I don't entirely know if this is going to be the greatest decision, but just from what I played ahead and what I went through the stages here, I did feel like I would have liked them a lot more, so I went ahead and swapped them. I'll show them off once we get inside, but let's go ahead and boot up Patchou Castle. Eyebrows. Now, I mentioned that all of the stages are actually very long. Even of the original 8, like, it feels like they're all about twice as long as a regular Mega Man level. Like, by the time you get to the checkpoint is when you'd be getting to the boss in a regular Mega Man game. These stages are longer still. This first one specifically is a nightmare. Now, at the very beginning here, so many enemies spawn in such a short amount of time that you're going to be almost pixel advancing just to get the next, like, group to spawn. Because otherwise, you're going to be fighting, like, 8 guys all at once. And that's not pleasant for anybody. So this is going to be going exceptionally slowly, and I apologize for that. Well, at least I didn't get hit. In playing through again, oh, I didn't show off the new weapons. The butterfly on Marissa, instead of the shield, is a lot like the air shooter in Mega Man 2. That's probably hard to see against this background. And the Cyrano weapon on Alice is a lot like the... I'm gonna say the Heatman's weapon from Mega Man 2, where you can actually charge it up and then fire it all at once. But when you charge it up, it summons this ball in front of you. And then eventually kind of fires on its own. Before it actually fires, it doesn't take weapon energy, and before it fires, it doesn't take weapon energy, and you can ram it into guys, so you can bulldoze, sort of, with it. So let's just... I'm starting to get that frame skippiness that I got. Dang it. Starting to get that frame skippiness that I got last time I was playing, and this early on is not a good sign. Dang. I was advancing a little fast, because I wanted that. Okay, advanced a little fast, but I want that! Give me that! Oh! Okay. Okay, that was a little rough for a moment, because I really wanted that life, and it didn't work out for me. Oh, really? I can't hit her? Okay. Yee! Grab me another mushroom tank. Oh, jeez. This is not going well. Okay, there's a lot of them over there, and I'd really like to kill them, because they're going to continue to be problems. But I'm just going to leave the screen. And fudge them! How do I want to take care of you? Preferably by taking as little damage as possible, but that only works sometimes. Okay, there's the other Prism River is over there. I forget where the safe spot is! You are going to be a pain. But you also die to just one of those, so that's a thing. These guys die to just one of the homing amulets, which makes getting through that much easier. Instead of having to run through the bottom and then hoping to get back on the top. Having to deal with them up there. You can just go ahead and speed up all day there, little floor cleaner dude. Now this was a jerk move, I thought, because you actually have to use the broom here. Dang it. And do that, and I just always felt like climbing up the ladder is slow enough that I just wasn't comfortable doing that. But you know what, gonna do whatever. Those guys just fly straight down, I have no idea why. When you need to clear a room. Now, I was originally thinking maybe you could just walk over these, but you can't actually fit into a one-block space, so you do have to jump over these holes. They're not... they are a threat. And I jumped right into that one. I'm really surprised they don't throw a dude at you immediately after you jump over half of these. That seems to be their MO thus far. Okay, are we good? Of note, I also did a little bit of testing to discover that if you're about to game over, when you game over, you restart that stage and they give you like 2 lives, but they also remove any, like, energy tanks or anything that you had on you. So if you're going to game over, just use them. Better than wasting them, and fudge all y'all. If I needed weapon energy, I'm actually alright on weapon energy. Okay, now we're nearing one of the more terrifying parts of this level. Shoot the one on the bottom, then shoot the one on top. Should lead their shot up in the air and make them effectively non-threats. Should be clear from here. That is, I'm pretty sure, a death pit. This one is not a death pit. However, this one has another old friend that I really was hoping we wouldn't have to deal with. And you know what? The TAS stops time here, and I'm not one to question a tool-assisted speedrun, so... Oh man, quick man lasers! Actually, since I got rid of Marissa's ice, this one doesn't actually have as much use as I would have originally liked it to have, but I'm thinking it may be better for the boss fight. Because it just takes a lot of weapon energy, when really I just need something that aims down a little bit. But the homing amulet actually works pretty well. Is there anything I have that could just kind of bulldoze all of them? Ah, frickin' medicine. Okay, we made it. We made it past medicine. We're not yet to the boss, by the way. We're almost there, though. What do I need weapon energy for? There's a little bit of weapon energy right over here. And you have to climb back up, go back around. There's also a little bit of life up here, which I'm going to go ahead and grab on Marissa. I'm going to leave that big mushroom there in case I die. Well, if I die, I should come back with full life, so I guess it doesn't matter. But here we encounter our boss. And this boss was a rough one. I give no guarantees. I have no idea how this fight's going to go. We'll see. Okay, she's only vulnerable... It's Yukari, by the way, and Ran, and Chen, as I'm sure you saw them spinning around. Yukari is immobile. She'll stay in the middle of the room and kind of maybe hover up and down a little bit. So you at least don't have to worry about that. She has her own attack she's going to try to pelt you with, and she kind of fades in and out of reality. When she's transparent, you cannot hurt her. Her weakness is this, which, in this arena, let me tell you, that's not an easy thing to hit her with. When she fades out, however, Ran and Chen will show up and start spinning around the room. I died more often than not by just getting mauled by them. So, you know what? I'm going to save Alice's HP and let Marissa eat damage while that's going on. And if I can kill one... Crap. No! Take two. A platform will appear just to your left, and it's a good position to hit Yukari from. You don't want to stay too high, but you don't want to stay too low. Dang it! Dang it! Missed my chance. Now, they're going to be shooting a lot of crap at you, so that's fantastic news. And then at the end, they dive at you. No, 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 don't you fall. Don't you fall. Okay, so you know what? We're looking alright. I'm going to Mushroom Tank. Oh, I have to choose. I'm going to choose, and then I'm just going to stay on this for a little while, and if they get near me, then fudge them. Oh, I didn't need the Mushroom Tank, but you know what? I don't care. I beat her. I'm done. That is a terrifying boss fight. I'm going home.